Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
My ex-boyfriend made me pay for everything because I'm a strong and independent woman. Let's get it.
Okay, I just want to clarify, I would not stand for this shit anymore, but I definitely did for 3 years. So I dug into my emails and I found what a typical monthly Excel spreadsheet would look like. So he would send me about one of these a month. As you can see, he was nice enough to color code it. That was great. And then at the bottom of this, I think it got cut out, would be like the totals of everything that I owed. And then we had some very corporate sounding emails back and forth. You know, he said, let me know if there are adjustments, see notes beside expenses. The ones highlighted in yellow are the common ones. I replied, hey babe, the one in red, you paid $26. I paid $40. Together it's $66. You owe me €7. In Canadian, that's about $10. Can I subtract that from the amount that I owe you? Also, I paid for one bottle of wine and croissants with cash. I don't know how much that would be, but let's say 7 CAD. So yeah, that was what that was like.
Sounds like equality to me. This is what 50-50 looks like. What do you guys think? Right down the middle. But okay, maybe this is a little bit too much. I wonder if she's upset with the fact that he made her pay half on everything, or the fact that he was just really nitpicky when it came to budgeting in the spreadsheet. I mean, the way that he handled finances in his relationship is more on the extreme end, but again, I wouldn't put it past this chick that she requires a partnership when she's dating somebody and she wants things to be equal. This is part of being equal. And how equal can it be? I guess it depends on how proficient your boyfriend is in Excel. Right?
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
As always, we're going to check out some of these comments. Let's see what the people here have to say. I bet you most of the women are just mad that she's paying for anything at all, or at least near or close to half as possible. First comment here from a woman says, I mean, a few years ago, before my fiance and I joined our finances, we would do monthly expense docs of sharing bills and transfer back and forth. She went on to say, yes, the banana and including nitpicky purchases like this is ridiculous, but using an Excel sheet to track finances together as a couple is totally okay. Very useful to use a spreadsheet to keep track of your finances. And somebody else added to this conversation, said, no, this is embarrassing. How is it embarrassing? How's it embarrassing to track your finances? Well, the chick responded and said, what's embarrassing is that you're a literal child with a poor understanding of how financial planning and adult relationships work. Let's go. I know she didn't like that. Coffee.
Put that coffee down.
Next comment here from another woman reads, you are entirely too pretty for that. What? This is a really interesting comment. They're saying she's too pretty, and I'll leave that up to you guys to decide, to be going half on bills. Also implying that women who are not as attractive need to pitch in more when it comes to bills. But if you say that as a man, or if you happen to be, I don't know, Kevin Samuels, and you say, you can't get a high value man to pay your bills because, ma'am, you're not an 8, 9, or 10. Now you're looked down upon.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
But gentlemen, let women talk long enough and they will reveal the truth. They know that depending on how attractive a woman is, a man would be willing to pay most of her bills, expenses. Also, depending on how feminine she is. That's what they really don't want to work on, right? Depending on how pleasant she is. Is she a modern woman? Most likely. Weird number there of likes. I'm not even going to talk about that. Next comment from another woman says, LMAO, girl, stop. My ex had these spreadsheets too. With laughing emojis. Not to make me pay him back, just to let me know how much money he was spending on me. 3,000 plus likes. Hey, nothing's wrong with spreadsheets. Spreadsheets are great. I'm speaking from personal experience. Another comment here from another woman says, dating a broke man is exhausting. Don't ever do that again, babe. 15K. Oh yeah, he's broke because he's keeping track of expenses. Nothing new here. We know how it goes. Women want to date high earning men while still being difficult, modern, and yeah. It's the same thing. We've got a response here from another commenter who says, people like that are the polar opposite of broke. Facts. The guy who's going places, the guy who's making money is keeping track of his money. The fact that that man has a spreadsheet lets me know that he's better off financially than most people, because most people can't tell you how much they spent last month on whatever, right? These are habits of highly successful people. Is you want to get your finances together, start tracking your spending. Next comment, which is actually a thread, starts off with a woman who says, my ex, who made 5 times my salary, also made Excel sheets like this. I was a clown. So these women are talking about these high earning men, along with men who, their problem wasn't that they were broke. The problem was that they paid close attention to their finances. And they're putting these men down when they don't realize that the similarity between these men is that they kept track of their expenses. Why were you a clown? For dating that man? I don't understand. Another woman responded back to that chick and says, what? This is a thing? And another guy said, honestly, I find rich people are frequently stingier. That is true. Then we have a woman here who says, really, I think some of them can be stingy, but definitely not more than broke people. That wouldn't make sense. It makes complete sense. Let me tell you something. Anybody who works in the type of job where you expect tips knows that average earning people are a lot more giving than people who are well off. You know this if you work in delivery. You know this if you do like rideshare type work, any service where you can get tipped. The people who appreciate you lifting their shit the most are the people that have to lift shit. People who you expect are gonna tip you really large sums of money most often don't. Next comment here from another woman says, it's like you're living in a hotel and these are your mini bar charges. Another comment here from a woman who's married says, my husband never wanted me to pay while dating because he knew how much more expensive living as a woman was. Somebody else responded to that and said, not true. Is it more expensive to be a woman? I think it is. I think they could go without some things, but how many women out here are gonna go without makeup, getting their nails done, all the other stuff, right? The things that most men like. I'm not talking about the crazy hairdos and the weaves and stuff, but the upkeep that women have to keep up. See, women. Some women do really such a good job at keeping up with themselves that men don't understand that women can grow hairy legs. Some women can grow mustaches, all types of stuff. But they just keep that shit under control. And you never catch some of them slipping, right? I do think that it costs more to upkeep yourself as a woman. Now, do women tend to just spend more in general because they lack self-control? And is most of their overspending due to the fact that they fall for advertisements? And yeah, that's probably the majority of it. Final comment here says, oh my gosh, you spend half your paycheck on makeup. Hashtag oppressed. All right, guys, that's it. So I'm curious, what do you guys think of my man's budget spreadsheet and his relationship situation? Are you like this? Or maybe you're not so much into budgeting and using spreadsheets? Comment down below. I'm curious. As always, appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.